Look at all this loot! DJ, none for you! Welcome back, I am Captain Xavier, and I like all things modular. I am also a shameless fan of getting free stuff, and I love getting stuff that was designed by our hobby for our hobby. And this is all of those things. It's also in my colors. This is, I don't know if you can see it, the Mistresskey, as designed by Artificial Armory. And it is nifty. It is basically, I mean, it's like a talon claw that has been minimized to an almost absurd degree. It's rear prime, as you would expect, and then this button is the release, and it will then fire. And it comes chambered for Mega, for a single Mega Dart. And it's got Picatinny rail on the bottom and the top, so you could use it as a riser on the top of your Caliburn in order to, you know, if you wanted a sight or a scope or something a little bit higher up, you could just put this right in between, and then not only would it act as your riser, it would also act as a shield buster if your game has mega pierce shields like ours does. And it's just, it's so cool. It's just nifty. Good, comfortable T-pole. I like how they went with the ring style. It's printed against the grain, so very well, very sturdy there. Well, hopefully that will survive. I like the button release. I doubt they could have made it ambidextrous. It would have made it a little bit more complicated to make it fully ambidextrous, so that it would release from either side. Maybe a lever of some kind that you hit. That pulls on one side and pushes on the other side, something like that you could have. But it would have made it more complicated, and the simplicity is part of the beauty of this, in my idea. And yet they do have a lot of detailing and a lot of engineering went into this to make this as solid and as svelte as it is. The only things that I would probably improve upon are the bolts are exposed on the back and the engine. You could either cut those a little bit shorter to match it up, or use acorn nuts or something, would have made that a little less. I mean, it's actually sharp on the backside here. A fella could scrape a knuckle on one of those, and that would just be the worst. But other than that, I mean, the print quality is excellent. The design detailing is excellent. The only thing that I have noticed is that there is a bit of an air seal leak right in here somewhere, that I think is sapping it of a lot of power. I think it currently hits 70 with a Mega Dart, which isn't bad for so short a barrel, but I think if the seal were improved right here, and I don't know if you could do that just by gluing these layers together, or hot glue, or a gasket. I would have to pull it apart to see what's causing that leak there. But that's the only thing. And like I said, even then, 70 is not bad for Mega, and honestly, if you started going up above that, you'd probably lose accuracy like nobody's business. And if you're planning to use it as a last-second shield buster, accuracy is going to be more important than range anyway. But the other thing that I would definitely love to see for this, and they said that they're in the letter that they sent me that they're always looking for ideas and improvement, would be to make it modular so that it can take different barrels. I've seen at least one person who had a triple barrel for one, and that is what I'd love to see, is a shotgun, either the thing about master keys, in my opinion, is that they should provide some functionality that your primary doesn't have. Either greater range, different ammo type, or more of a similar ammo type. So firing shotgun rounds, 3, 6, however many rounds you want to fire, more rounds, firing rockets, firing Mega. Because that's the other thing I would love to see, would be a rocket post, because this definitely has the air volume to fire a demolisher rocket at least 25 feet, which is all you need to take out shields. I just love the design of it. And the fact that this whole front section is, bolted on means you could easily have different front sections. A quick addendum, because as I was uploading this video and getting all the links to their websites and all that, I discovered they've already addressed this issue, and there are now different front ends, including one that is a 3-round burst, and what looked like a single elite one, ? Check out their website, link will be in the description. Alright, on with the rest of the ill-informed review. You could also probably have made this section square this section off and then make the barrel threaded and have different barrels. And that is, there's a good chance that I will retrofit mine so that it has half-inch PVC thread so that I can use any of Eyer's barrels or rocket posts or arrow posts or absolvers with this, because, yeah, it's Picatinny rail. I can mount it to all kinds of things. And if I have a Picatinny to Nerf rail adapter, then I can attach it to anything, which I do. I have one on Ayer, in fact. Very, very cool. Let's attach it to something and fire it. I've seen a number of people attach it. Ooh, let's attach it to that one. I haven't seen anyone attach it to that one yet. Here we go. Aha! I have attached it to my Hyper, which makes it look quite ridiculous. I don't think I will keep it on here, because if you try to prime it from here, this handle was clearly not designed for that angle of torque, and I am very concerned about it breaking. But it'll do for the firing demonstrations. To the chronograph! It is damp! So I can't go to the range. But I can fire from here. Alright, here we go. Mistresskey firing a Mega 85. $77. Consistency of ammo is 83. Yeah, that'll do. That will do for Mega. I like that. Like I said, efficiency of the air seal here, I think, would probably improve that greatly, because it definitely could potentially have more power than that. But that's just neat. It's just a neat design. Alright, back to the bench. Yeah. So I dig it. That is just really, really neat. And I like the name. I like the name Mistresskey. The term master key, we generally refer to as some kind of an underslung attachment, obviously comes from the fact that the original master keys were shotguns that were loaded with slug and were used to blow the locks off of doors, thus allowing you to open any door, thus master key. A master key is a key that'll open any door. And so that's where that term comes from. But we generally now use it as the term for any underslung attachment, where this is typically not going to be an underslung attachment because that priming rod is going to get in the way of your magazine or your handle or whatever. There are some blasters that you could attach it to underslung, but it's going to work better either side-mounted or top-mounted, and thus Mistresskey. So I think that's just really, really clever. I think it's a wonderful design. It's something we didn't have, is we didn't have a really powerful attachment like this that I can think of. That wasn't like air-powered or something like that. That really does add just a little bit of functionality here or there. Again, making it be more modular, different attachments would just make it the coolest thing ever. So I'm hoping they come out with those, or if I have to, I'll design my own. But the ability to be able to fire rockets or shotgun or what have you on something that you can rail attach to anything, and that's really the neat thing, is that you don't have to do a complex integration. It just has to have rail, which pretty much everything has rail. I mean, the Dart Zone blasters are coming with Picatinny rail, and so just slap it on your Nexus, and poof, you've got shield busting capabilities for wars or super zombie killing. And yeah, there is no reason not to pick up one of these just to have it, because it's such a utilitarian item of just, yeah, I want to have Mega, and you don't have to carry a second blaster, you don't have to draw a second blaster. I mean, you have it primed and you just, pow, have that one shot. And you can fire it from either side. That occurred to me is, one way or the other, you're probably going to reach up and either in this way hit it with your palm, or this way reach across with your finger or your thumb or what have you. Having that button on that side really doesn't make a difference. It just becomes a matter of learning the muscle memory of where is the button for you so that you can fire it without slamming your hand with the catch. Yeah, super, super cool. I look forward to it not being so damp so I can take it to the range. I'll probably have to do a whole range day of just things I did reviews on and wasn't able to do a firing demo. So now I'm going to do them all together. In fact, I like that plan I like that plan. Maybe I can attach them all together and it'd be even more hilarious. All right. My thanks to Artificial Armory. This is a really cool design. I love innovations like this. And thank you for sending it to me. Thank you for designing it. Thank you for being awesome. And thank you guys for watching.